Morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Well, we're back here at Fred Beans Volkswagen here in Devon, Pennsylvania. And now, part two of our Golf extravaganza. This is the range-topping 2026 Volkswagen Golf R Lapis Blue. I hope I'm saying that word right, L-A-P-I-Z. Could be German, could be Italian, the way they name their colors, hard to say. We have leather interior. Now, the black edition and the Euro spec is not available for 26. That was a 25 model year only. So now we got the American spec Golf R. You can let me know what you think about this vehicle, and is it worth the kind of money they're asking? So let's dig in. Front end of this Golf R in the Lapis Blue. Full spread of LED lighting across the front. Of course, you have the blue stripe instead of the red stripe across the grille with that R badge. Nice and subtle right on the grille. Now, instead of the fog lamps like we saw in the GTI, we have huge side air curtains as they've opened that a whole area up for cooling. Now, as we come around to the wheel and tire package, please excuse my shadow here for a second. We're going to go bigger wheels, right? We have a 19-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel with the R badge on the center cap. Now, we still have the four-wheel independent suspension, sport tune suspension like we had in the GTI, but this adds multi-mode adaptive chassis control here in the R, as well as all-wheel drive instead of front-wheel drive. We have vented and cross-drilled front rotors, ventilated rotors in the back, blue brake calipers with the R badge on them. Hankook summer tires is what's on here, 235 on the width, the 35 series sidewall 19s, all four corners, all-wheel drive, and also we got the XDS cross differential system on here as well. There is that blue color. Let me know what you think. Do you like that slate blue over there on the GTI or this brighter blue on the R? As we come in closer, we're going to have that R badge on the front door. Then we're going to have gloss black side view mirror caps with LED turn signals, body color on the front and rear door handle. Right side fuel filler cap. Up top, we got the Golf R wing. That's part gloss black, part lapis blue. Then we're going to have the shark fin antenna in black with a standard sunroof. And then over the back we go. We have the roof, the wing coming off the back, I should say. So used to saying roof spoiler. And then we have the wiper down below on the glass. And then we're going to look at full spread of LED lighting in the back, VW badge in the middle, R underneath that. And then way down low, we're going to have gloss black on the rear diffuser area with quad tip chrome exhaust finishers. Under the hood of this 26 Golf R is VW's 2-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine, made it to a 7-speed automatic transmission, 328 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 estimate somewhere between 4.2 and 4.6 seconds. MPGs, 22 in the city, 31 on the highway, and 25 combined. We are at the right rear quarter panel of this Golf R at the fuel filler door, and the Golf R has a 14.5 gallon gas tank, a little bit bigger than the GTI, of course a little bit more volume to make up for a little bit less mileage. We do have a fuel cap, so no capless fuel technology being used by VW in the Golf, and the engine requires a minimum octane rating of 91, so you'll need to use premium unleaded fuel. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much for this Golf R? Range-topping Golf R. Here we go. Base price, $49,455. This vehicle's got a few options on it. We'll check those out when we go through the window sticker. Once we add those in and a destination and delivery charge of $1,275 from Volkswagen's Wolfsburg, Germany assembly plant, a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $51,921. And now let's check out the interior. Now the Golf R interior is going to be very similar to what we saw in that GTI yesterday. So here's the door panel, exactly the same. Black soft touch across the top, that gray and black dimpled trim into your brushed aluminum door handle, soft armrest, soft insert, flat black on the switchgear. heated side view mirrors with power folding side view mirrors. There we go. Takes a second. Volkswagen now needs to sharpen up the switch. And then they go up and they go back out. And then we do have large door pocket. Here is the aluminum finish on the dead pedal brake and accelerator with the all-season R mats in the vehicle at this time. Now, Golf R is going to get you a full power driver seat with 3 memory seat settings, but the front passenger seat is still only a power seat back with no memory. You know, give me the memory seats and the full power over there. This is the American spec. The Euro spec is gone. This is the fat American bottom spec. Old guy spec, like me. Now, here's our black leather, blue piping. We have blue coming through the perforations, but the bowstring feels firm but forgiving. We have the R embroidered into each front seat, one piece back with a soft headrest. Front passenger door panel, same as the driver, except you don't get the memory seats. And I think if this is going to be an American spec, full power on both front seats with memory seating. As we come to the dash, we have soft touch, and we're going to have that silver and black dimpled trim we saw in the GTI right into the heat and air vent. We do have a large glove box, but we do not have a locking glove box. We have a 12.9-inch system just like that Golf GTI, built-in nav, nice and responsive to the touch, right? And then we have our widgets across the top, engine auto stop start right up there. Here are all the apps right here, Bluetooth your phone. Here's your radio. Let's make sure that's down to 0. I think it is. And we have our sources right here, HD AM FM, Sirius XM, internet radio, Bluetooth, your media library, all that right there. We come back out. We have our vehicle settings app connect to hook the vehicle up with your smartphone, your parking app, right? Your settings, drive modes right here. What do we got? We got Eco, Comfort, Sport, Race, Drift. We're not going to do that right now. Special, Nürburgring. Nürburgring. There you go, Mike. And then you got a custom right there. If we go back to race, and then you have your Nürburgring, you have a little thing. It says information about this special mode, and it gives you all the information that you may want to see about what the car is going to do when you're in this special mode. So very nicely done as far as that goes. For today, though, we're just going to go regular sport mode. We don't need to do anything fancy, Dan. We're not in Germany, right? We're not even, we're not even on the Autobahn, let alone the Nürburgring. Here we go. Ambient lighting over here. Same action as that GTI, where you have your moods like Euphoria or Desire. And then you can also go custom if you want to adjust it on your own. Color 1 and color 2, right? And then we go back to the beginning. Then you can swipe across. You got your speakers, your voice commands, climate system, which you can adjust up here as well, including your seats and your temperature. Dual climate instead of single zone, like we saw in the GTI. And we're back to the beginning. Piece of cake, no problem at all. And we can come back to our map. We're good to go. Now we go to reverse, and we do have a large backup camera, just like the GTI with trajectory. Looks good. Couple of different views as well. So they got you set there, back to park, and we're good to go. So very similar, almost exactly the same. You just got some extra modes in here. And of course you should. Down further, more of this trim. Then we have the hard controls down here, 4-way hazards. There's your drive modes again, your climate system again, your lane keep assist action right up here. So you can adjust that. And then you have your parking menu here. So you can adjust that as well. Or we can go back to the map. Down further, we have 2 USB-Cs, wireless charging pad right there. Then we're going to have this gloss black area with this gear shift right here to go through this 7-speed automatic, electric brake. Down further, 2 cup holders, and a 12-volt. The Golf R key is right here. Same as the GTI, panic button, lock, unlock, pop the lift gate, VW badge on the back. Then you have the same, except with the blue stitching and the soft touch on the armrest. We open that up. It is a ratcheting one. We have a larger area underneath for storage. the Golf R wheel, leather wrap wheel with the perforation and the blue stitching. So it's the same wheel basically as the GTI, except you have the haptic feedback in gloss black on the wheel rather than push buttons. We have a flat bottom wheel. We have the blue with the R badge on the bottom of the wheel. No problem getting in and out of this Golf R at 511, piece of cake. And then, like I said, gloss black over here where you got your R mode. You can hit that and you go into your race right here from the steering wheel. So that's what that will do. And then you can go ahead and get that all set up from there. And then you have your adaptive cruise volume on the right side, heated steering wheel, controls for the digital dash, voice commands. We have larger paddles, as you can see, on this Golf R to go through the 7-speed automatic manually. Then you have your turn signals, high beams on the left, windshield wipers on the right. Over here on the left, where you can have your lights, where you're going to have the lights on, parking lights on, lights off, lights on auto. Then you have your front rain sensors and then your max defrost, but no fog lamps, and a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. Now, here is the digital instrument cluster. A little bit different vibe than the GTI, but pretty much the same, where you can go ahead and maximize or minimize your map in the center, right? And then you can go to each side and say, what would I like to have over here? Maybe I want my torque distribution here since I'm in a Golf R, and maybe over here I want to have, what do you guys think? I don't know. Let's go back to our G meter. Why the heck not? You can have that up there. So they got a lot of nice stuff in here in this Golf R, and it is very clear digital instrument cluster. Overhead console, we have an SOS button right here in case you have an emergency on the road. Now, if you want your LED dome lighting to come on off when you open and close the door, the button with the picture of the car with the door open stays off. So when you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting will dim out, and then we have that beep again. And then if you want to open your sunroof, you have a manual, shade, and then you just swipe your hand. Haptic feedback, swipe your thumb, front to back, glass open, wind buffer comes up, and then you can swipe your finger back to front to close it on up. And then if you want to tilt it, you're going to take your finger halfway up that scroll bar. You're just going to push in a little bit, and it will tilt up, or you can close it, then bring the shade back with your hand. Frameless rear view mirror, auto dim home link, just like the GTI with the compass. And then we have our sun visor with vanity and an LED light. And does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting into the back of this Golf R, but first the rear door panel, and we're seeing the same thing as we saw in the GTI. All hard black plastic until we get to the armrest and the insert, which is soft touch. At a $52,000 Golf R, don't like that. Now, let's get in the back. I have the seat set for my driving position, but the right leg goes in, duck, twist, left leg comes in. And now, once I'm in at 5'11", I have a cutout in the roof here, so I probably got a couple inches of headroom, shoulder room, barely enough room for my knees. Now we have the leather. We have two of the seat pockets, just like the GTI in the back of the R, with a seat pocket down below. Same thing on the front passenger seat. And then in the back here, two heat and air vents, rear climate, with 3-stage heated seats for both outboard rear passengers. This is 3 across, but it's more like 2. And then we have the same color combo in the leather with the blue, nice and soft. We have our armrest, super soft 2 1/3 cup holders with a pass-through to the cargo area. So overall, not bad in the back, but if you're over 6 foot tall, call shotgun and get in the front. Getting into the cargo area of the Golf R, well, it's a manual lift gate. You can pop from the key fob, or you come to the back, and the VW badge is the handle. You push it up, and then you lift it up. Nice and light. Same cargo capacity as the GTI, 19.9 cubic feet with the rear seats up. We do have some accessories here. The carpeted mats in here. We do have the cargo protection system in here. That's what this is. Then underneath, no spare. Had a spare in the GTI, no spare in the Golf. We do have some cubbies on either side for some extra storage, and our 12-volt is back here as well with the LED light. That's no extra charge. We have the removable tonneau cover, so you can either leave this in, take it out, and let the rear seats down. You can go around to each door, or just reach through, push the button, and throw the seats forward. Push the button, throw the seats forward. Oop, that one got stuck. There we go. And now, with those rear seats down and the tonneau cover out, you're going to go 34.5 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Golf R. Window sticker, here we go, 26 Golf R. Standard features, there's the performance features right up top. Then the rest of the standard features. Warranty information. Options. MSRP 51,921, we'll call it 52. MPG estimates. Safety rating's not done yet. Parts content, 1% US and Canada, 28% Germany, 20% Hungary. Final assembly, Wolfsburg, Germany. Engine, Hungary. Transmission, Germany. Let's take her out for a spin. All right, we're now on the road in this 26 Golf R, and I have the same comfortable seats. It's funny, the GTI seats I figured would be a little bit more loosey-goosey. They held me in really well, and these are holding me in the same, except they got leather instead of the art velours. And I'm saving money in this Golf R because I don't have the black package or the Euro spec, which added like almost $5,000 to the price. So now I'm down around 52 instead of 57. That's a lot better in my book, and I get ventilated seats, right? Which you didn't get when you got that Euro spec package. So I like this better than I like the Euro spec. I'm not a Euro, I'm an American, right? I got different tastes in vehicles like they do over there, and that's to be expected, and that's fine. There's no problem. Of course, the 6-speed manual still out of there for 26, so it's automatic only in the GTI and in the R. Unfortunate. But the seats feel really comfortable. Now, we have a lot more performance goodies on the R. So you're going to have that adaptive chassis control, right? You're going to have a lot more track-focused gear on here, including the all-wheel drive, than on the GTI. And that, of course, obviously, this is why this is $10,000 more. But it still gives you a very same smooth ride, a little bit firmer ride, but still a smooth ride. The steering, a little bit stiffer, but it is tight and it is right. Not too heavy, just right as far as I'm concerned. And it just feels really, really solid on the road. Solid, solid, solid. All right, we'll turn around now. It is a 19.05 foot turning radius on the R. And now we'll go over to manual mode. See how this baby does with the extra horsepower, right? 328 in this R opposed to 241 in the GTI. Gotta take it easy in front of the cop though. You can't hear it yet, but it is extremely crisp on the shifts. Well, unfortunate we have so much traffic on the road today. Middle of a work day too. Somebody right up my butt, so I can't test the brakes, but they're good, trust me. Ready? Plan it to the road, into the turn. See how quick that is? Quick back to the left. I mean, it's just a really solid vehicle. And again, track focused, yes. Can you drive it around town? Sure. But if I'm buying a Golf, I should say, to just kind of like do what I do, drive around town, and then maybe go out on the weekends and have fun on the road, I'm going to save myself 10 grand and go with the GTI myself, because I'm not using it on the highway, or excuse me, on the track. But it's here and it's fantastic if you want to. You got great technology in here, just like the GTI, with the 12.9-inch screen, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. This one has heated ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, wireless charging pad. This has a nice, beautiful head-up display to show you your speed, the speed limit on the road. So they got you set there with that. Blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, all that in here too. So they got a lot of nice stuff in here for you. No doubt about it. Just a very crowded road out here today on a Friday at about noon here in Chester County. So you can't exactly take this out and hoon it anyway, since it's a brand new engine. But it's still a pleasure to be able to drive it and bring it to you. So again, if you're looking for this performance hot hatch, Golf R, or do you go GR Corolla, Type R Civic, Type S Integra? Let me know. But if you're looking at one of these, the Golf R is definitely something to check out. But let me know. Put it in the comments what you would do and what you think about this Golf R for 26. But I do want to thank Fred Beans Volkswagen here in Devon, Pennsylvania, for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2026 Volkswagen Golf R in Lapis Blue for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also drop a comment, give it some hype points, get it up in the YouTube algorithm. I'd appreciate that. And as always, please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone. Super quick shifts, super quick, beautifully done. See you guys.